Yo, what's up, we're back still by GsnaGs. We are playing now online, so we're gonna tune into it. Type in the chat which teams do you want me to play with, if you have any specific game, so we're just gonna tune into it. Let's go with Jokic. OKC vs Nuggets. Who's gonna get the first 7th L? Who is gonna get the 7th L on the record? Let's see. He's doing his settings. He's prepared for us. He knows that he's not gonna take it lightly. We're not gonna take it lightly, so he picked Oklahoma. I wanted to pick OKC. He picked any tier 1 team, but he already picked them. I don't wanna play OKC vs OKC. It's not entertaining for the stream. Okay, I cannot even make the adjustment. Okay, let's go. 5 out. Okay. Christian Brown. Okay. That's good. Let's see. Let me just check something. I gotta check microphone. Okay, microphone is separated. Or the game capture. So I don't know why it was put together. Height and height. Yeah. Okay. Now it's working. It gets messed up when...
Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Murray. All right, Grant, two of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, BA, looking to...
Wait.
Who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is
We have no pauses left.
Who is the best in the West?
Pass to Holmgren. There's a screen by Wiggins. Here's Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot.
No.
Wiggins for 3.
Stop.
Rebounded by Denver. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. He said Nikola Jokic
And
is
that's a
so
bad shot.
intelligent. He said we know the offense is going to
I
run
forced it.
through him. So all we can do is mix up our looks defensively. And then at the other end of the floor, make him work on defense. Try to wear him out a little bit.
What?
Guys.
Okay,
He
thanks,
made
Allie.
that?
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And here's Denver. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Murray.
It's a foul.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Brown. Jokic the screen. Three-pointer.
Greeny.
Drops in the 3. Jokic has got 5 now.
Yeah, nice. Jokic just stepped up, had some poise there. The shot was under pressure, but I don't think he felt it.
Pass to Holmgren. Left side Williams. Fires the 3. Jokic grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot
Foul.
he typically makes.
Yeah, he's scared of the fast
For
breaks.
some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
To the inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Aaron Gordon with the nasty dunk.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Dort. Back to Holmgren. Outside for GsnaGsYT. Lets the 3 fly.
With a rebound.
Rebound by the Nuggets. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent.
No.
What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Here's Wiggins. Outside for GsnaGs. To the paint. Nice move.
That's some BS. I messed it up.
Calls a foul.
I messed it up.
Be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Gordon.
Good move. Too strong.
And the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 6 points.
He's a really great player in the 2K,
Such a force in the lane.
like in real life,
Pass to
because
Holmgren. Puts it up.
he's big and he's athletic, so he can move really fast
Back to Wiggins.
for his size.
3 ball. Jokic grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
They kick it out to Murray. Takes it inside.
Good dunk.
Murray finishing it off.
He's got so many tools, and then you forget how good Murray is athletically. Gets up that time.
GsnaGsAlexander from outside. Rebounded by Denver. Right side Murray. Porter from outside.
Greeny.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Good stop.
So it's Denver leading by 6.
Good stop.
Wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now?
16.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, BA. It's all working for Denver in recent years.
Make
This
it,
is a
come on.
well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And let's send it over to
Time out.
Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said
We gotta put our bench
it's
players
exciting
in.
to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
They don't have a really good bench, to be honest. They don't have a really good bench. The Nuggets. They don't have it.
Here's Westbrook. With some arc.
Hit it.
Williams
Oh, come on.
grabs the board. Oklahoma City trailing. Dort outside. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Rebounded by Denver. Left side Watson. Saric down low. Out left to the wing.
What?
And stolen by Hartenstein. Dort for 3. Doesn't go that time. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Shot.
And he comes up with a bucket. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant.
Yeah, we
Seems
gotta
like
score
they're
with
becoming
the
more
bench.
positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Count it.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's Westbrook.
Greeny.
And there are the Nuggets with another
In
bucket.
his face.
Nice to see Westbrook rise up and knock that one down. When he has that solid base, it looks good.
Pass to Dort. GsnaGsAlexander feeling it out a bit. Inside. Let's go with a 3. And
That's some
Dort is good
bullshit.
for 3. And it's a
I don't know how we
game.
didn't get the steal.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Poke loose.
Damn.
And stolen by Hartenstein. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's no good. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Dort's got 6 in the quarter.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. Could be really effective at any position on the floor.
And Williams over to help. Here's Westbrook. Oh, nice fake with the layups off the mark. Here are the Thunder with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, we just gotta hold them off.
Idea to take a nap.
Don't get much of a difference.
So much power. Way to get up.
Down low. Charic outside. Puts up a 3. They get it back. John Char. Charic outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Westbrook. Second shot opportunity.
It's a foul.
Williams grabs the board.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Fires from deep.
Yo, can I get a steal?
Oklahoma City.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Westbrook outside. Here's Chanchar.
No way, Chanchar. What are you doing?
It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nuggets trail by 8. Charic a screen. Inside. To halt the run. And that one comes off the assist.
Okay, 6-point deficit.
Charic has got 4 points.
11.2 seconds.
Well, you're going to play Westbrook on that pick and roll to shoot it. He's underrated in being a distributor.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, they're putting his stamina. He's putting his stamina up for the next quarter, for the next half. That's what he's doing.
Caruso outside. To the inside. 4 seconds left. No good on the layup. Now a timeout called by Denver. From deep, Jokic.
Damn, should have made it. I hold it for too long, apparently.
So it's Oklahoma City, leading by
I think it was
6.
just because of the contest.
They've done a great job containing Westbrook, and with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Hartenstein. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey Brian, GsnaGsYT, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Murray with it. Now GsnaGsYT defending. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Outside GsnaGsYT. Pass to Holmgren. Now Dort. Just 4 to shoot. It's Dort on the wing. And that comes off the assist by GsnaGsYT. So Dort got 9.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D.
No.
A shot by Brown, no good.
That's the problem, because we are playing with the teams that we always switch. So that's the thing.
So dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kickability.
We always switch teams, so we don't know the jump shots. It's harder to play. He plays with OKC every day.
Another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Porter. Outside Murray. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Hartenstein. Jokic, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Timeout.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean,
Yes,
this
he's
team
playing
is
with the
just
best team,
dangerous
so.
right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Denver calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. A 12-point game over GsnaGsYT. And Gordon with the big finish.
And he's going to go upstairs with authority. AG rising hot.
Outside GsnaGsYT. Pass to Holmgren. From deep three-point range. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets trail by 10. Over to the left wing. Brown drains the triple.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
To the paint. Outside for Dort. Launches it. Hits the three-pointer. Dort's got 12 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
It's Dort on the wing. The three. Jokic grabs the board. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Gordon outside. Jacks up a three. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Zero hesitation that time from Gordon.
And here is Williams. 5 points in the game. Dort outside. From behind the arc.
Bro, we are cooked.
From three-point range. So Dort's got 9 points here in the second half. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And it's Holmgren missing. Nuggets trail by 8. Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Back to Jokic. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
GsnaGsYT up top. He's got 9. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gordon. Another shot. And he lays it in. And now just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
And you want more and more of this from Aaron Gordon. When he plays with an edge, he gets dangerous.
Wiggins from long range. Oh, no
Stop.
good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Porter. To the right side. And here's Jokic outside.
Ain't no way.
Goes to the Thunder. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Williams. There's the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Trailing by 4. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He is not messing
Yeah, he's taking a timeout.
Calling them into the
He
huddle.
probably knows that it's not good to play with bench in the last quarter.
For the Thunder, time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Hi
Yeah,
guys.
he
Well,
put his
Mark
starters.
Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Appreciate the report, Ali. And the dunk by Jokic.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Gordon.
Bro, what is that weak layup?
The tie. Dort outside. 4-3. Gets the 3 to fall. So Dort's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Fires in the triple.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Out to Gordon. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Holmgren with it. Checked by Murray. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. GsnaGsYT with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Fires for 3. Brown grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 8. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to GsnaGsYT. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside Murray. Over GsnaGsYT. Bullseye! Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. GsnaGsYT up top. Fires top of the key. That's good on the jumper. And the Thunder lead by 8.
GsnaGsYT does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Nah,
Gordon can't hit.
that's crazy. We cannot
He
hit a
makes
shot.
strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Okay.
And slam dunk by GsnaGsYT.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Jokic with it. Hartenstein covering. 6 to shoot. From 15 feet away. That one off the back iron and out.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The 3 from Holmgren. Rebounded by Denver. 1:25 left to play in the fourth. Outside Murray. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's got a confident shot going right now as Jamal's stepping into that 3 ball.
Outside for Dort. From downtown. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Thunder.
They ran the fast break.
Yeah, we cannot make a shot. That's what happens when we play with random teams.
It's so true. They
We try to play with
ran the floor
all
well,
30 teams.
constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Lugan's Dort.
The third quarter got us
And that's
defeated.
exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Murray, no good. So it's Oklahoma City now. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Williams from long range.
That's game. That's a GG. That's a GG in the chat.
City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the
Yeah, it
driver's
was
seat.
a good game.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up.
It was a good game. Okay, let's go to the other one. Let's go to the next one. Yes, sir. Let's go. You know, we can bounce back easily. We can bounce back. Okay, let's see. Like up the stream, by the way. Everyone is watching but not doing anything about liking it up. Means a lot for the channel. Okay. Top 100. He reached the GOAT League 3 times. For the achievement. Which team should we play with? The Warriors. Let's go with the Warriors. He's gonna play with the Spurs. Okay. He's gonna play with the Spurs then, so it'd be it. Yeah, they have some great teams here, but they don't have the bench. That's the problem with these teams. Okay. Settings lineup. Yeah, we're gonna get 8 alive if we don't put Looney in. Okay. Because they got Wemby, so we are cooked. We're probably gonna have to play 2-3 zone. Probably have to play 2-3 zone. Let's see.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific
We're gonna have a
action.
UMB stopper. Yeah, let's go to 3 zone
I'm
immediately.
Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sideline.
Bro, why did we jump? Okay, he's on Xbox.
Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Back to Wembanyama. Lock at 6. Pass to Castle. Back from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pajemski with it. Now guarded by
Damn,
Fox.
that's a quick jump shot.
Shot by Pajemski, no good.
You see, that's why is the only reason that we lose the games in play now. Because we play with the new teams that we never played, and we gotta learn jump shots on the spot.
We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and
Look.
everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, they'll be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox from outside. And it's Looney with the rebound. Here's Pajemski.
Bro, another one?
Another
Okay,
three
let's
for
make it.
Golden State.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. A three from Wembanyama.
Bro,
And the
what?
three ball is good. Wembanyama's got 7.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3 and I'll raise you another 3.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
How did we not get this rebound? Bro, Looney, what are you doing? You're in the game just because of the rebounds. You're not doing your job.
Ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Here's Pajemski. Outside for Curry. Over in the corner. Looney. Back to Curry. A 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so it's San Antonio with it. Down low. A 3. Good.
Nah,
Time in 5
we gotta go
shots.
man to man.
And a monster game for Wemby.
You're just shooting over Curry.
Issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
The offensive rebound.
That's on 1.
And
Yes,
there's
sir.
the basket. Whistle blows.
That's
And
good.
For a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Then that was
Comes to
late.
really fighting on the backboard.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
To the middle. Here's
There's no way we're stopping this guy.
Wembanyama.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Looney. Pajemski with it.
Yo, Pajemski, make a shot. What is happening to you?
Here's Castle.
Look,
Again, it's San Antonio.
you're getting fried.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep. Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Wembanyama, a screen. For the three. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots. Warriors trail
What?
by 3. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Fox goes in. Pajemski grabs the board.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Nice layup,
I'll
Moody.
tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep
Nice
this
layup.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So,
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fox. Around the back and lays it in.
the defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pajemski. He hits the back iron and
Finally.
sinks the shot. Pajemski's got 5.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Snatched up.
How is that offensive board, bro?
Right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs.
Of course, he's only playing with Victor. We are cooked.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through
That's
one
like a
quarter
challenge.
action so far.
Playing with the Warriors against the Spurs.
In that first quarter, they were intent on just...
Because they don't have any big besides Kevin Looney.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge,
You need to
it
play
gives
him
you
all
mental
game.
edge, too.
RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defense.
Bro, what?
You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Up top, Vassell. He has yet to score. The kick out to Barnes. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc.
Bro, what?
And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Stolen away. And the Spurs pushing it up now.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 6.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
mentioned last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch
Bro
is that
scored
it
a
allowed them
basket,
to
bro.
draft a generational
It was
talent
wide
in
open.
Wembanyama.
A pass to Fox. Now, Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Outside for Curry. No good on the three.
Yeah, if Curry ain't making us 3-pointer, then
That turned into
it's a GG in the chat.
Wembanyama looking it over. And the bucket is
Look at
good.
that.
3-point
How we
play
can
chance
stop
here
this.
for him.
and this kid is
Tell me in the chat how we can stop this, besides putting Draymond Green inside and kicking him in the balls,
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from.
kicking him in between the legs.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Ready to talk about the fastest players in the league? De'Aaron Fox is in the running, and I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
This is the energy that Green provides, just flat out refuses to give up on any play.
Here's Wembanyama. The Warriors pull it in. 1:09 left in the first half. Butler on the wing. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A high IQ
I hate these Wemby choosers. They're just using Wemby, no skill.
chance opportunity there.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Substitution for the Warriors.
43 seconds left to play here in the half.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Wembanyama outside. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Fox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle.
Yeah.
Point play chance here for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
Pass to Butler. Butler hammering it home.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession.
Yeah, we got the jump
ball. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. It's Curry outside. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range. Ball's knocked loose. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Spurs leading by 11. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Where there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Third one.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Able to complete the play, but he's showing some strength physically and mentally.
The Warriors shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Richard, with Buddy Hield, we're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just
Nah, how can we stop that? We cannot. We just lose the game.
And he catches the defense completely.
We picked the worst team to play against the Spurs. They don't have a center.
That might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 13-point game.
Look, we cannot even hit a shot.
No good.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Wembanyama high post. 30 points in the game. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to Wembanyama.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Golden State ball.
Curry on the wing. He's got 11. Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 13 points.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Wembanyama outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by Butler.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
No, what?
Can't get it to go.
How is that very late?
Leading by 11. And Benyama outside. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here.
How about the edge Butler plays with? Has a fire in his eyes on defense and just always tries to shoot.
Look at that, bro.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors trail by 11. Oh, tough play by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
A 3 from Wembanyama. And so it's Golden State with it. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them.
I thought it was going to be a transition.
Formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. Of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama with an evasive move.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Curry with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 7. Wembanyama outside. .30 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. Hield outside. Fires for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. And Wembanyama with it. Can't connect from long distance. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Okay, let's see. We got less than 1 second, but it took a timeout just to try it out, you know. We don't have nothing to lose. And we got +3 on the stamina stuff. Yeah, well, there was nothing. Okay, we're still in the game, but we really have to lock in.
52.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Barnes. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Here's Butler. Curry looking around. They set the pick. Shoots the three. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Wembanyama outside.
Yeah, he's just using
It's been like
Wemby,
this all
no
night
skill.
for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wide open.
Bro, wow, is that jump
The
shot.
rebound by the Spurs.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Rebound by Butler. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Spurs working the ball around now. Lays it up.
Bro, how can I stop this? I have 2 people on him.
Wembanyama's got 38 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the
Look.
defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's what Hield is paid to do. Stretch the floor for this offense.
Wembanyama outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here we go. It's Butler. Curry fires.
Bro, can I make a 3-pointer with Curry?
Outside Kuminga.
The best shooter ever.
Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc.
That's a foul.
The rebound by the Spurs.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
To the inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. San Antonio again missing. Warriors trail by 7. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Fox.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
A three from Wembanyama.
That game. That sums up the game. That 3-pointer sums up the game.
41.
Like, how can I defend that?
Curry on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
When it is crunch time,
We were
and
so
you've
close.
got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Look, 42 points.
This is their lead at 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit. And
Yo, make a shot, bro.
the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just
Look!
from range right
Cannot make a shot.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
We've got a 9-second.
We will be back.
The shot clock in the game clock. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And the
We will be actually back.
They trail by 6. It falls.
It's too late now.
What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
The situation does not matter for Buddy Hield. He is a fearless shooter and comes up big for his team right there.
Butler with the steal.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active.
That's crazy. Look at the score, bro. Look at the score.
Who's straight by with the win. What a shot they put.
That's crazy.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the...
That's crazy. 42 points. Just a isofest. Doing nothing but 0 skill. Icing with Wemby against Warriors. Like a pussy. Like a little pussy. Really, like a little pussy. Okay, which team? Let's go with Philly. I'm gonna play with Philly. I don't care which team he goes by. Yeah, Cleveland, I don't care. I'm gonna go with Philly. I think we didn't play for such a long time with Philly, so. I had some dumb losses. These 8 losses doesn't even make sense. If you go back and like see the streams that we did and like the 8 losses that we get, it's crazy. How much nonsense. Like all the games were so close. And like we only lost because our poor shooting. We always beat ourselves, not the other guy, so it's crazy how it'll be different. A record doesn't matter a lot because we are just doing all 30 NBA teams. We are just playing with every team. That's my main goal, to play and win the game with every team possible in the 2K. So even the retro ones, we are doing first the main 30 and then just go with the retro and legendary ones. But first gotta play with all the current ones. Okay, let's put Paul George in. Kelly Oubre.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports.
To be honest, I don't know if George is a better defender in 2025, so
We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside.
even that adjustment is a little bit
Back to Garland.
to be asked.
Mobley on a screen. To the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
Smooth move there by Mobley off the pick, making himself a good scoring option.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga
Good move.
River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state of the art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
Here's Strus. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
That's a foul.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become...
This is what he did with Wemby the last game. The other guy.
Now, I understand he's a large human.
Apparently that's how you play online now.
You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Just try to cheese with the mismatch. How did he get the rebound?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
How did Garland get the rebound?
And the 76ers with possession. And Ali LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Ali?
The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Garland. Allen on the wing. Garland with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Cleveland needs to get off a shot.
No way.
From Pete Mobley.
Get the rebound, buddy.
And Embiid with the
Good luck.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game.
I'm gonna foul.
with his reach.
Okay.
Big block from him there.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Maxey. Shot is up. He goes up again. Nifty move. And Embiid
Let's
throws
go.
it down.
Good rebound.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Mitchell. To the inside.
D. Good D.
Here's Mobley.
Good D.
6 on the shot clock. George with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Over Mitchell.
Bro, what was that shot?
And it's Maxey missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Mobley. It's hauled in by the
Stop.
Sixers.
Oh,
Stop, PG.
You just can't resist the urge to try and do something special.
Good move.
And it cost them 2 points.
7-1.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. If he can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Oubre can't hit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And Mitchell with the slam.
I see you, Mr. Mitchell. Now look, for a 6'1" guard, this man can absolutely fly.
Pass to Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, he cannot guard us.
Embiid's got 9.
Obviously,
Apparently, in this game, you gotta take advantage of the mismatch, so. What is that? What was that?
And the shot is good by Garland.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Okay, we are in the bonus.
Maxey, Grant. Here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, BA. I mean, from
Giving me 3
averaging 8
points.
as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Hunter, the screen. Inside.
Wow.
And it's
We
good.
fell to the ground.
Down on the shot clock.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Embiid. On the tape. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, you better make a business decision and get out of that way. Barreling through, you better clear the way for Embiid.
Here's Okoro. George defending. Back to Jerome. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first.
The 76ers, 17.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one.
Now we're gonna let our
All
starters
right,
in.
guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
George outside. Sends it
shot.
home from three-point land. George has got 5 now.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Outside, Green. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life."
Bro, what
I
is a
do
jump
what I
shot?
love every single day, and it's a blessing.
Yes, sir, and one.
Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
That's an N1.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
His first.
In the mold of Shaq, Joel Embiid is physically just overwhelming. Plus, he's got some touch and skill.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with
What?
LeBron on the roster,
They pushed him on the
they
ground.
haven't made the postseason since 1998.
Hey, no way.
But this group of Cavaliers are making their own.
Oh, Koga just
history
put him
now.
on the ground. That's crazy.
And here's Hunter for 3.
Or Hunter.
Joel Embiid.
I don't
pulls
know
it
who
down.
that was.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Left side, Oubre. George outside.
Cook him.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. The kick out to Maxey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
It's stolen by Maxey.
That's a
And
transition.
he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Now here's Maxey. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game.
Move.
Count the basket.
Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Here's Mitchell. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Sixers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Damn, that's late.
George, no good. Garland scanning the floor. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell
Damn,
down
okay.
low.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness. It allows him to be effective inside.
Here's Grimes.
Bro, what is that jump
Good on the
shot?
triple. Cavaliers
Taking
trail
so
by
much
11.
time for a guard. It's horrible jump shot for a
And it's
guard.
Garland on the drive. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Embiid. An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid.
10-1.
Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, BA. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Garland. And here's Strus outside. Drummond grabs the miss. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's McCain.
One move.
And he buries
Yeah, we gotta
his
put
first
McCain
look.
in the starting lineup. I'm gonna quit. Okay, I got to quit. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go to the gold league on this stream. I gotta go to the gold league. Okay. Which team? Should go with the Pelicans. Minnesota, Phoenix. Let's go with Phoenix. I think he's a rim runner. He's always using teams that has the power forwards or forwards that rim run. As you can see. Cleveland again. Okay. We got it. Okay, that's good.
Hello, basketball fans.
So we're playing
Brian
another fun.
Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
Wait.
Booker with it. Fires the three. The rebound.
Damn, that's a brick. Come on, come on. What is he doing? So much adjustments.
By Allen. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster,
It's a
they
foul.
hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. Right wing. Oh, it makes it with the kiss.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Left side Durant.
Bro, what?
It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Mitchell into the lane. And Mitchell with the slam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Left side Garland. Down low. Here's Allen. And it's Allen. Who slams it home.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Booker. And counted from 19 feet away.
The quality decision making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
And it's Mitchell penetrating.
That's no defense.
And Mitchell with the slam.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Outside Strus. Launches a three. Rebounded by Dunn. And it's Phoenix's ball. Trailing by 4. Pass to Richards. Here's Beal. Now Durant. Covered by Mobley. Richards with it. 6 to shoot. Mobley grabs the board.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
What?
Oh, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So
Clear bad foul.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Mobley.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
To the paint. Richards inside. Oh, he got him with a...
Bro, all ballers are pissing me off every time I play them.
Now here's Mobley. Pass to Garland. Stolen by Booker. Here's Beal. Driving in. 3D that time from Allen.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And now the Suns fast break. Durant for 3. Buries it from 3.
Boy, Kevin
Yeah,
Durant,
KD has
quick
the automatic
release
jump shot.
and from distance.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball
Cannot
for
miss.
the Cavaliers.
You cannot miss with
Sitting
KD.
by 5. Oh,
It doesn't
Booker
matter
with the
which
block.
2K is.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Garland. Still without a bucket. Mobley on a screen. And Mobley throws it down.
Now, this guy's just something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Now here's Beal. To the inside. Over to the left wing. Back to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Rejected by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Mason Plumlee.
To the middle. Out to Garland. Back to Allen. Over Plumlee. No good on the buzzer beater.
Okay, really bad first quarter.
First quarter. Cavaliers
So,
ahead.
We gotta do something here.
7.
We gotta do something here.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Devin Booker for three.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Wade. Outside Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And here's Mobley.
Phoenix foul.
Foul.
Takes first. Takes team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Mobley throws it down.
Now you've got to play in pick and roll if you're in the NBA game. Evan Mobley, a very good screen setter and a nice roll there.
Got it.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Jerome. He's scoreless. Back to Wade. The three-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, make a shot.
It started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And finished off by Hunter.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Plumlee, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Pass to Wade. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Stolen by Mobley. Inside. Back to Hunter. Mobley outside.
Rim runner.
2 minutes remaining.
Look.
Mobley throws it down.
What a rim runner.
Taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Outside Hunter. Back to Wade. Cleveland gets it back. Suns trail by 8. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break.
Nah, that's crazy.
A shot by Dunn, no good.
Some kind of the jump shots are terrible.
Cavaliers now. To the middle. Here's Okoro. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Pass to Durant. Fires the 3.
Please hit it.
Cleveland leading by 8. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up.
What? Blocking foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
There's nothing like a big man with agility. Jared Allen operating well in the pick and roll right now.
It's Beal on the wing. To the paint. Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And it's Garland on the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For 3, Durant. Oh,
Damn,
no
so
good
close.
on the last second attempt there.
So
And
close.
so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft. Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jared Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Yeah, we're shooting terrible. That's what I said. We beat ourselves, not
Suns trail by 10.
them.
Outside Bull. The kick to Durant. Back to Bull.
Yeah.
Ooh, stolen by Allen.
Nice defense, reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away.
Pass to Hunter. Allen on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns.
Bro.
A 12-point game. It's stolen by Garland. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
Oh, crafty play by Darius. No! Gets his hands on the ball and gets it quickly up the floor.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Suns trail by 14. Booker on the take. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 11.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Five to shoot. Out to Garland. There's the 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Garland's gotten his second bucket of the game.
But it's so aggressive.
Bro, what?
Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
They push it up 4 on 3. The 3 from Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big.
Bro, what? To try to do a pump fake.
To spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Driving inside. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Pass to Durant. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
2 minutes.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Here's Bowl. 2 points. That one goes. The Cavaliers lead by 13. Pass to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen inside. Up and overdone. Allen can't get it to go. Outside Bull. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Darius Garland.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
It's his first trip to the line. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent to do that with Kyrie.
Bro, what are you doing, Bull? Stay in the paint.
Northeast Ohio lure. Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you.
You already know that we are playing some bullshit players that don't know how to properly play it. Play this game. Because they are just constantly cheesing. And we cannot miss that. We cannot hit a shot because we are always playing with a new team. That's why we're doing this challenge. And the game is over. Some bum player is outbidding us because of the not knowing the jump shots and off-balling state of the game.
And so it's Phoenix with it. They trail by 18. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix Doors.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Clock at 2. From deep, Mobley. Bull grabs the board. Suns trail by 16. Right side, Booker. And that one's good. Bull. Bull's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Mobley down low. Oh, misses the dunk.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Leaps for it. And so it's Cleveland. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low. Getting in.
The Suns, 29.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 14-point game. Here's Richards. Back to Durant. To the inside. Mobley grabs the board. Here he goes.
Nah, he's weak. He's weak because he's playing no ball.
Evan Mobley is in a zone right now. The defense would be well advised to try to keep it away from him.
Good work there as it goes.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And Richards comes to help. Pass to Jerome. The kick to Hunter. The three. The Suns clear it. Dunn right side. Over Mitchell. From the right block, the shot is good.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
On the wing, Strus. Counted from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
Now Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Oh, got that one up quick. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Now here's Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Poke loose. To the left side wing. It's another three for Cleveland.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And here's Mitchell.
Bro, how did he push Richards away?
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Pass to Booker. Here's Richards. The shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers lead by 15. 1:56 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. And here are the Suns now. The shot. A nice shot by Richards. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Jerome. Tipped away. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Cavaliers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Evan Mobley.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And here's Strus outside. And it's Phoenix's ball. Down by 15. Booker for 3. Here's Richards. Over to the wing.
Shoot! Shoot! I shoot.
Back to Dunn. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker for 3. Drills it from deep. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Cavaliers
GG in the chat.
business in this one. A competitive game.
GG in the chat. There is go. We're gonna end this stream. Gonna end this stream. And that is gonna do it. Or should we play one more game? Let's go one more game. Play one more game. Let's go with the Kings. Gonna go with the Raptors. Let's go with Miami then. Okay. We did some adjustments on our lineup. See how it goes.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Toronto as the Raptors look to work the home court advantage. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now here's Purdy, and it's good, 2 points. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Hero the bounce pass. Here's Robinson with the drive, and Robinson throws it down.
Nice long strides for Duncan Robinson to get to that shot.
Here's Ingram, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Yeah, so many people, like 80% of people are off ballers in playing now online. So sad to see. They don't know how to play defense.
Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
Play on ball defense, buddy. Come on.
Here's Hero. Over quickly. Hero, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Ingram. Burks pulls it in.
Stop.
Now Hero. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Pass to Ingram, knocked loose, and stolen by Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. That's his second shot, and
They
his
need a
second
timeout.
basket. He's 2 for 2.
The off
Maybe
baller
that's
needs a
why
timeout.
he's nicknamed Bam, taking contact, bam, bam.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Raptors making a switch here. I'd send it over to David Aldridge, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. David.
They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Walter. And slam dunk by Ingram.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And Brandon, the super team era is indeed coming to a close. The Miami Heat, one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Walter can't get it to go. And Robinson wide open.
Hit it. Oh, come on.
Mark there with the 3-point shot. Faster quickly. Off target from 3-point range. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 4. Wiggins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Tyler Hero with another great look, just understanding where his teammates are.
In the corner, it's Ingram. .35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drills it from outside.
Getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous as Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
Hero on the wing. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
It's the far.
It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Pass to Adebayo. Nails the baby hook.
Too strong for him.
Adebayo's got 8.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware.
Okay, the 3-pointer will fall. It's been unnecessary.
Guys, Bam Adebayo.
Oh, what is happening with my camera?
The Heat, 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job.
Okay, now it's better.
In transition.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Damn, cook him.
He's had to prove himself over and over, and now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Here's Abaji. After Alec Burks' score, nobody near Barnes. Hits it from 3-point range. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
That one falls.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Hero. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
I I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Miami leading by 4. Here's Adebayo. Works for 3. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Let's go out with a W. Let's end this stream with a W. Come on. Got Miami hit now.
You got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Shed. Still scoreless. Mitchell with it. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable.
It's an N1. Mitchell. Flex on him.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Mobo can't hit. Here's Larson. To the paint. Here's Hackett. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Gets it to go.
Wide open. That's why I don't double team.
Larson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Right wing. Pass to Shed. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walter. No good off the front iron. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Jovic, what are you doing? Let's put your hands up.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Inside. Here's Jovic.
Fuck. Do them.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street name after him.
Ingram outside. .136 left in the first half of the game. Here's Barnes. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Barnes has got 5.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Make it, come on.
Miami no good on that time either. To the inside. Stripped away. Here's Larson.
And that's too early.
Raptors trailed by 10. And here's Ingram from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. 14 points for him.
Ingram staying agile, ready to take the shot as soon as that opened up for him.
Pass to Larson.
Ready.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Mitchell. It's rebounded by Quickly. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ingram with it. Now here is Pirtle. Barnes the screen. Pirtle's shot is off. Here's Ware. Fires it with
And just to
authority.
make sure,
Yeah,
I'd rather
nice, strong
score a
finish
basket
on
inside the paint than
The
a
break,
three-pointer.
that's what he does. He's got the dunker
Take the
mentality.
lead.
And
Almost
so it's
hitting a
Miami
three-pointer.
up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Larson.
And one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up. The Heat have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Raptors trailed by 13. And here is Ingram. Screen by Pirtle. Miami grabs the miss.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing. And
How is it
giving him a
early?
chance to be very
I hold it for such a long time.
Ball stolen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
It's a quick J.
Mitchell's got 5 now.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Here's Pirtle. Banked in off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Damn, should have made that from the corner.
No good. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Astor quickly. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 14. Here's Larson.
Now it's late. How can he
Second half of play
make the
with less than
difference?
2.5 minutes gone.
The same guy shooting a jump shot 2 times. One time is early, one time is late.
Here's Ingram. 14 points for him. There's the triple. And Ware pulls it down. Heat on offense. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Jovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on that.
At the line for the Heat, Jovic.
Good on the second free throw. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barnes the screen. Here's Pirtle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Jakob Pirtle, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Here's Walter. After the basket by Davion Mitchell. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Here's Walter. And the Raptors miss again. Miami leading by 15. Now Hawkins hasn't made one yet. Driving the lane.
This game is over.
Fellas, that was vicious.
This game is over. We're gonna end up with a W.
I don't think there was anyone who could
We're gonna close the stream with a W.
Here's Pirtle. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Larson. He has 7 to the middle. Here's Ware. Pass to Larson. Here's Jovic. Shot clock at 5. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And it's the Heat with the ball. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. There's a good screen. Hawkins. Here's Ware. Second chance shot.
How? I got them both on up and under.
Pass to Abaji.
With a pump fake.
And so it's the Miami
No, it doesn't come.
taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been active and
19-point lead. I think that is gonna do it. Game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Yeah.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And the coaching staff continues to impress upon Bam to keep exploring all of his offensive
Bro, what was that
talents.
pass?
His confidence sky high.
It's like street ball mixtape.
Shed, that's good.
Street ball mixtape.
How'd you
Mixtape
like to see guys go with
pass.
the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Pass to Hero. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Hero with the heroic slam.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time.
He's gonna take a timeout.
That's his first foul. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And clearly an
Gonna stretch my neck.
He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Raptors making a switch here. Raptors trail by 21. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And there's the drive. Makes it off the glass.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Back to Burks.
Oh, now he's playing on ball.
Down low. Wing shot on the way. And the shot falls short this time. And the basket is good. Miami leading by 17.
Damn, got him.
Plays it up off the
Got
glass.
him.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, Cutman is going for the jugular.
And here's Miami. Outside Robinson. On the wing, Wiggins. Burks on the wing. Front past the arc. Rebound by the Raptors.
hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Walter. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Left side, Hero. Robinson for three. Buries it from three-point range.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 20.
Give it up once again for your Northside crew.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And they made Ingram fight for that one, but he's not afraid to get physical. This is a good sign.
Both free throws good for Ingram. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's an 18-point lead. Knocked away. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to quickly. Barnes with it. To the inside. Ingram with it. Goes back up. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Miami leading by 18.
And this is what they wanted, I mean, to announce their presence.
GG in the chat. We got a W. We're gonna end the stream with a W.
It can definitely be considered a statement win for Miami.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Adebayo the screen. Loads it up for Adebayo. Here's Barrett. Out to Ingram. Launches it. And the Raptors hit again from deep. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, Hero. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. 4 on the shot clock. Works for 3. That one falls.
Let's game. We're gonna end with a Burks 3-pointer. Type W's in the chat. Like up the stream. Sub to the channel. Whoever's watching and did not already sub, follow the stream. Every day, almost every day, we are streaming, and give it a follow on Twitch. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next stream, and all I can say, GsnaGs out.
Strong showing for Greg, not necessarily